So a lot of people have been asking me about the America's Cup and how they can sail so fast upwind when the yachts should be moving in the direction, at least broadly speaking, that the wind is pushing them. So in the picture just here, you have a profile of an aeroplane wing, and this is the essence of it is that an aeroplane wing, and the same principle that gives an aeroplane, here's the wing kind of part that lifts the aeroplane up. That's the kind of tail. And the same principle that lifts the aeroplane up, despite the wind pushing this way, is what is giving, if you like, lift to the yachts to push them through. So an aeroplane wing works, roughly speaking, by having a slower wind speed under the wing than over. So over it goes faster. And by doing so, slowing down the wind underneath, you create upward pressure and kind of an absence of pressure over the top. So overall, you have a pressure difference on the bottom of the wing compared to the top, pushing the entire wing upwards. Now, if you were to do this with a yacht, and instead of a side view, as you see here, you have a top view. So we move to the top view, and you imagine that this profile here is now the top view of the yacht's sail. It's not exactly like that, but the construction of the sails is roughly speaking, these are the principles that they do. They try and get faster airflow on one side compared to the other. Very clever people that invented this and applied the aircraft situation to the yacht. But now, as the yacht is pointed in, let me make that more permanent. Yacht is now pointed in this direction and attempting to travel in that direction, despite the wind travelling in the other direction. They can actually, broadly speaking, do it, at least by tacking. I'm going to get a bit of colour here. Tacking sort of side to side upwind. So how they do that is the same force that is pushing the, let me just move this out of the way, it's a wee bit awkward. The same force that is pushing, see if I can roughly replicate that. Here's your force. Same force that's pushing the yacht sideways, they can, depending on the tilt of the boat and positioning of the rudder and all of that kind of stuff, they can essentially push it out in any direction, in this way, in this way, in this way, in this way, and in this way. They can push the, transfer that force, at least a part of it, in any of those directions. The maximum force they're going to get is directly that way. So if the wind is blowing that way, they can either just turn the sail to catch it like a traditional sail and push the whole thing upwards, or if the, and I'm not a yachty, so I don't know exactly how this works, but, or if they're trying to move in the opposite direction, like say the wind, like we said before, is blowing that way or that way, they can travel in any of those directions. And it's only a matter of turning the whole thing around, just rotate by 180 degrees, so that the sail is now pointing the other way, so going this way, for them to all of a sudden have the ability to go in any of these directions. So now they don't have to wait for the wind to change. You can send your yacht in any direction at all, just by, there's technically, I guess, you can't go at right angles to the direction of that force. So the force is up and down. You can't go exactly right, but you can kind of tack that way. Let's give my laser pointer on there. You can tack and zigzag your way along in those directions. But otherwise, you can head it directly in any of these other directions. It's probably going to be faster to tack and use water currents, all that kind of stuff. But long story short, the yacht sails are shaped like wings, so they create a pressure difference which can push them in a direction that they can tack upwind. There you go, and you're welcome to, maybe this will get more people coming to talk with me about it, but I'm hoping to answer a few questions quickly rather than having this long conversation with everybody. Enjoy. and share it with others so that more people know about this. Physics is amazing, technology is amazing. God's given us some pretty amazing skills in how we do this, and I hope we give glory to Him and not take glory for ourselves like in the Tower of Babel.